Yo, these right here are one of my favorite things to eat, red wine braised short ribs. They're tender, delicious, packed with flavor. Just look at that shred. It doesn't get much better than that. Do yourself a favor and save this one for later. Now for this video, I'm using boneless short ribs, but bone-in works as well. We're gonna pat them dry, coat them in olive oil, season with salt, pepper, and garlic powder on all sides. Once they're all covered, we're gonna get them searing on a hot cast iron skillet for a few minutes per side. Get that nice, beautiful crust. Once done, set aside. Next, we're gonna get our Dutch oven over medium-low heat and saute our celery, carrots, onions, and garlic in some olive oil, season with salt and pepper. Give it a mix. After a few minutes, make some space, add in the tomato paste, mix everything together till it's well combined. Then we're gonna add in our short ribs, red wine, beef broth, and aromatics. Pop the lid on that into the oven at 325 for 2.5 to 3 hours. Once the short ribs are done, turn off the oven and let them sit in there while we put together the garlic parm potato puree. It's super simple. All we're gonna do is boil our golden skinless potatoes until fork tender, strain, add in butter and milk, blend till smooth. Then we're gonna mix in some Parmesan. Yo, these right here are one of my favorite things to eat, red wine braised short ribs. They're tender, delicious, packed with flavor. Just look at that shred. It doesn't get much better than that. Do yourself a favor and save this one for later. Yo, these shredded beef enchiladas came out absolutely phenomenal. They're easy to make, packed with flavor, also great for meal prepping. If you give these a try, I guarantee you will not be disappointed. For this recipe, we're going to use a chuck roast. Make sure you pat it dry, coat in olive oil and season. You want to make sure it's well covered on all sides. From there, we're going to get a large skillet going over medium-high heat. We're going to sear the chuck roast on all sides. We want to build a nice, beautiful crust. Once all the sides are looking good, you're going to remove it from the pan. Next, we're going to add in our diced onion and green chilies. Mix it up. The moisture should help deglaze the pan. Now we're going to add in the red enchilada sauce and beef bone broth. Give all that a good mix. Then we're going to add the chuck roast back in. Bring the liquid to a low simmer and let it cook till it shreds apart like this. Should take about 2.5 to 3.5 hours. From there, you're going to add a thin layer of sauce to an oven-safe dish. Then take your tortillas of choice, add in the shredded beef and cheese, roll them up nice and tight. Place those in the dish, add the rest of the sauce over the top along with more shredded cheese into the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes, and boom, you are good to go. Yo, these shredded beef enchiladas came out absolutely phenomenal. They're easy to make, packed with flavor, also great for meal prepping. If you give these a try, I guarantee you will. Look at that shred. It doesn't get much better than that. This slow cooked shredded Chipotle beef is simply one for the books. So easy to make, tastes incredible, also great for meal prepping. First things first, we're gonna prepare the braising liquid. The full details are in the caption. Blend it up and set aside. Next, we're gonna take our chuck roast, pat it dry, season it heavy with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. We're gonna sear it on both sides for a few minutes to build that beautiful crust. Now that it's looking good, it's ready for the crock pot. Now all we gotta do is add everything in there and wait patiently for 4 to 6 hours. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I 10 out of 10 recommend this one. It's so damn good. Give it a try. Look at that shred. It doesn't get much better than that. This slow cooked shredded Chipotle beef is simply one for the books. So easy to make, tastes incredible, also great for me.